My dear friends, I'm here today to tell you about the sequel to Cast a Deadly Spell, and that is Witch Hunt, also written by Joseph Doherty. This is quite a bit of a different experience than Cast a Deadly Spell. Whereas Cast a Deadly Spell had Fred Ward and Julianne Moore in a romantic, glamorous LA gang warfare, Lovecraftian horror investigation tale. Man, say that 3 times fast. This one, we still get an occult investigation tale, but it's with Dennis Hopper, Penelope Ann Miller, and it feels like it was directed by David Lynch. So instead of cool romantic glamour, we get awkward, absurdist unease. Now, it's not actually directed by David Lynch, but you could be forgiven for thinking that. It's directed by Paul Schrader, who's done a lot. The dude wrote Taxi Driver. He wrote Raging Bull. He wrote the screenplay for Last Temptation of Christ. He's directed some serious stuff. And here, his production does ooze its own type of character, but it's a way different character than the previous movie. Ostensibly, Hopper is playing the same character Fred Ward did in the original, and he does get some good lines that pack quite a bit of punch in there, but he doesn't use magic at all. So you take quirky character, you put him in a magic-laden LA with a backdrop of McCarthyism, only about magic users. Take the magic crime premise of the original, do it again. And this time your main villains are Julian Sands as a pretty unsettling magician, and that McCarthyite politician, who of course is corrupt and a hypocrite. But you get a much different experience. I enjoyed it, but you have to do it on its own terms. So if you don't like David Lynch movies, this is not the movie for you. Stick with Cast a Deadly Spell. But if your tastes range broadly, perhaps this will be worth your time. I was entertained, and I felt it was worth the time I invested in it. And a potato quality version of this is available on YouTube for free. I couldn't find places to buy it, so I had to settle for that. So there's what I got to say about it. If you've seen it, or if you do wind up seeing it, let me know what you thought in the comments.